Okay, welcome back. Now is the time we are going to make new worlds, or attempt to, through our imagination, under the direct guidance of Heather and Asha. So I'm just going to turn it over to you, Heather, to explain what we're going to be doing.
We're going to be doing this workshop for the next hour and a half. I don't know if I've done it with quite this many people before or in such a hybrid format, so bear with us, and we'll make it as fun and interactive as possible. Everybody's really excited to do this now, right? Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. So let me zoom in. How many of you have used Miro before? It'll really just be for the online folks, but you do have laptops as well. So the way Asha and I sort of strategize this, we have every scenario ready to work. So there's some people online who will mostly interact through Miro, and then the groups will go to the tables out in the, what do you call that space? In the lobby. So you'll divide into smaller groups, and each group will kind of be like a team. And so at the end of our workshopping, we'll come back and kind of share, and it'll be kind of funny. But I did want to show this because what we did is in the Miro, which you can pull up on the team laptops. If you go to tinyurl.com, Biocene Design Fiction, you can get to our workboard here. And really for the folks that are here, you're mostly going to look at this to see our agenda, kind of what the plan for the hour and a half is. And then we have this little sort of icebreaker warm-up activity on here, which you could just do at your table with pen and paper. And then the people that are online are going to be using, each team has a color, and they'll be using the workboards. But for the people that are here, each table will get a couple of packets just to do the workshopping through that. Does that make sense? It's like, how many tables? We have 10 tables, so I think they just divide accordingly, right? Because we don't know how many people we have here, do we? Yeah, so you're just going to make friends. You should make the most divergent team possible with the most mixed set of brains. Don't go to the people you already know. That's super boring. Okay, so Asha, do you want to add anything to what I said so far before I go to the slides?
Yeah, first I didn't realize I was so big and I was on camera, so hi. I've just been looking at the different screen. I think this is great. So for a couple of people, this is going to be the first time maybe they're working in Miro. There are some people who've used it many times before, and we have a little play space for you. So if you're already logged in, feel free to start playing around. Otherwise, we're going to have like a little input and just start.
Yeah. Thanks. So, I mean, originally we were going to have some slides that recapped what design fiction was, but we thought now you're all experts, right? I mean, did anyone miss the talks this morning? Do you feel like you need a little primer, or should I ask someone to re-explain what design fiction is? No, they're like, no, it's after lunch and we're too tired. That's fine. So we're gathering and welcoming here, just recapping what we're doing. I'm going to go over some ground rules for this kind of more free flow, divergent thought activity. Then the folks here will go out there, and we have sort of two sets of workshopping, and then we'll come back and share back. So, okay, so general ground rules for this kind of work, which I think Asha touched on with curiosity, and I've heard lots of people talking about, there's no failure, things like that. So open minds, no expectation, there's no right or wrong, be in a space of unlearning. Add anything you want to these prompts. So these are just prompts to sort of be silly and fun and loose, and just engage with this topic in a new way. It's not meant to be final or, anyway. And if some questions you're like, I have no idea what they're talking about or what that means in a design domain, you can just skip it. That's fine. I'm not too serious. Anything people would like to add to these ground rules? No? Okay, cool. We already heard from Petal, so I think you kind of know what that's about, because within this prompt, we're going to kind of be imagining the future of how the Petal tool could be used, and as divergently as you want. And that's it. So we'll do the icebreaker, which I'll walk you through out there specifically. Then we'll go into the workbooks, and then we can share back, and then we'll go into part 2, making worlds, and then we'll share back whatever parts we think are most interesting. Does that make sense to everybody?
So when we break into groups out there, there's one laptop on tables, so you'll be able to access pedal there and, use it. There's like 7 tables up here, and then there's 3 down in the atrium on the couches. So find your spot and go. Are you ready to have them go?